welcome to Organization and Management or MGT 111. So for today, we will be discussing the remaining topic for the chapter 1. So we will discuss all about the theories of management. So under theories of management, we have 4: the pre-scientific management period, classical theories, behavioral theories, and quantitative theory. So let's go first with the pre-scientific management period. So pre-scientific management periods, industrial revolution began in the 18th century when agricultural societies become more industrialized and urban. This revolution is known for putting on a significant impact on management as a whole. It changed how businesses as well as individuals raised capitals, organized labor and production of goods. Entrepreneurs had access to all factors of production such as land, labor, and capital. So in this pre-scientific management period, ito yung period na kung saan ang management daw, or in terms of businesses, most especially in terms of manufacturing, lahat may access pa yung entrepreneur or kung sino yung may-ari. Okay, so lahat pagdating sa lahat ng aspeto ng isang negosyo or sa aspeto ng pagmamanage ng business, lahat may access siya. Unlike ng mga ibang period na kung saan meron ng naging partition. Okay? So kaya siya pre-scientific management period kasi parang wala pa siyang pinaka-scientific process or scientific management or wala pang malino na pag-aaral in regards of management. So ito yung kung saan sabi nga entrepreneurs had access to all the factors. So lahat may access ang isang entrepreneur dito sa pre-scientific management period. So here are some notable management pioneers who contributed during this quarter of the history. They were able to introduce useful ideas and approaches to give management a precise and universally acceptable direction. So we have Charles Babbage and Robert Owen. So let's discuss first about Charles Babbage. So, sinasabi si Charles Babbage daw ay patron saint of operations, research, and management science. So, kung merong mga patron sa kung ano-ano man, meron din tinatawag tayong patron saint ng operations, research, and management science. He is also an author of several books, one of which has been most successful on the economy of machinery and manufacturers, which describe the tools and machinery used in English factories. So, meron siya mga pinroduce na books na nakatulong din pagdating sa management, lalo na yung mga manufacturing companies. So, ayun, yung economy of machinery and manufacturers. He believed in the benefits of division of labor and was an advocate of profit sharing. He developed a method of observing manufacturing that is the same approach utilized today by operation analysts and consultants analyzing manufacturing operations. So, si Charles Babbage nga daw, parang siya yung advocate siya ng division of labor. So, kasi nga, di ba nga, since ito nga ay pre-scientific management period, wala pang nangyayaring ganon. So, si Charles Babbage, isa siya sa mga advocate nito na magkaroon ng division of labor. And then, yun nga, he developed a method of observing manufacturing that is same approach utilized today by operation analysts. So, yun nga, actually as of today, nagagamit pa rin natin kung ano man yung naging dinevelop ni Charles Babbage, lalo na in terms of mga manufacturing companies, lalo na in terms of operations ng mga manufacturing companies, na i-apply pa rin yung kanyang dinevelop na method. And another one is Robert Owen. Owen was a successful Scottish entrepreneur who sowed the first seeds of concern for the workers. So si Robert Owen naman nga daw may in terms of management, ang concern niya is yung mga workers naman. And he was repulsed by the working conditions and poor treatment of the workers in the factories in his homeland. So kaya naging ganun yung naging point of view niya kasi nga nakita niya yung hirap ng mga nagtatrabaho dun sa kanilang country, lalo na mga factory workers. So yun yung pinaka naging advocacy niya na maging maayos yung treatment in terms of workers. He reduced the use of child labor and used moral persuasion rather than corporal punishment in his factories. He cheated his fellow factory owners for treating the equipment better than they treated their workers. So parang mas iniingatan pa nga daw kasi ng mga business owners before, ang tinitreat pa nila na mas maayos sa mga equipments rather than their workers. So yun nga, naging advocate niya, naging pro-workers siya. So now, let's proceed with the classical theories. So we have First is the scientific management. While the early management era focused heavily on the division of labor and welfare of workers, combined with little advances in technology, the scientific management era began with engineers applying systematic management practices to management problems. So, dito na nagkaroon niya ng mga systematic management practices. So, with the help of the engineers daw, nagkaroon na ng system pagdating sa management practices. So, 'di ba kung napansin niyo before sa pre-scientific methods, ang entrepreneur or yung pinaka-may-ari, siya may access sa lahat. But in this scientific management, from 'di ba when we say science is systematized process, 'di ba? So nagkaroon na ng system. And then, una na dito, under scientific management, so we have Frederick W. Taylor. So probably the most famous management pioneer of all and the father of scientific management daw. So sa kanya nagsimula yon. So Taylor believed management's responsibility was in knowing what you want workers to do, then seeing that they do it in the best and the cheapest way. So pinaniniwalaan niya na responsibility ng company or ng isang management kung alamin kung ano yung kailangan trabahuhin ng mga workers, okay? Hindi po pwedeng hayaan mo lang sila na hayaan magtrabaho. Kailangan alamin mo at ipaalam mo rin sa mga workers kung ano yung tinatrabaho nila, okay? And seeing that they do it in the best and the cheapest way. And then he developed many new concepts such as functional authority. So Taylor proposed that all authority was based on knowledge, not on position. Kaya nga meron na tayo sa panahon ngayon, di ba? Bawat isang departamento sa isang company or sa isang business, merong qualified person para diyan sa isang particular position na yan. And sabi rin, he developed many new concepts such as functional authority. So yun na nga yun, bawat function or bawat specific na task in a particular company, meron different functions yan. And different functions, meron kanya-kanya silang authority. Hindi na tulad nung dati na kung saan lahat iisang tao lang, which is yung entrepreneur lang or yung pinaka-may-ari lang ng particular business. Okay? And that sabi niya, authority should be based on knowledge, not on position. So next is administrative view. So, two contributors to the administrative theory of management are Henri Fayol and Max Weber. Both wrote during the scientific management era in America, but neither was accorded to full measure of his contribution until some decades after his death. So, unahin na natin sa Henri Fayol. Fayol identified the major elements or functions of management as planning, organization, command, coordination, and control. Then planning and organization received the majority of his attention in his writings. So sa kanya nagsimula yung binanggit natin last time na managerial functions, yung planning, yan. Pero pinaka nagmarka nga daw dito sa karamihan sa lahat na pinaka nagagamit up until now is yung planning and organization. And we have defined that we have discussed that already in our previous sessions, yung different managerial functions. Fayol believed that management could be taught, that managerial ability was sorely needed as one moved up the ladder, and that management was a separate activity applicable to all types of undertaking. So, in terms of management, naaaral naman yan, and then yung managerial ability is pinakakailangan talaga yon para ma-put up, ma-maintain yung business. Okay? Hindi po pwedeng kung sino-sino lang. And then Weber used the concept of bureaucracy as an ideal organizational arrangement for the administration of large-scale organizations. So ano nga ba itong bureaucracy? Bureaucracy typically refers to an organization that is complex with multi-layered systems and processes. These systems and procedures are designed to maintain uniformity and control within organization. A bureaucracy describes the established methods in large organizations or government. So kumbaga, may sistema pag sinabing bureaucracy. Okay? So kaya sabi nga dito is multi-layered. So para siyang naka-triangle na ganun sa bawat isang sangay may kanya-kanyang sistema. Okay? Yun yung tinatawag natin na bureaucracy. At yun nga daw yung ginamit ni Max Weber as an ideal organization arrangement. for the administration of a large-scale organization. So, applicable daw to sa large-scale organizations, yung bureaucracy. Even in Philippine government, meron tayong tinatawag na bureaucracy na kung saan ang may control is kung sino yung nasa position. Okay? And sila yung nagpapaikot ng sistema. Then, some of Weber's essential elements include the division of labor. Ayun na nga. Nagkaroon na ng pagkakahati-hati sa trabaho. And then, chain of command. Ito naman tinatawag natin na Standard Operations and Protocol or yung SOP. Tsaka yung division of labor. So, sa kanya nagsimula yan kay Max Weber, di ba? Sa isang business, meron tayong tinatawag na protocol na kung saan bago makarating sa kataas-taasan or sa pinaka-head, kailangan meron munang daan ng mga other na mga subheads, okay? So halimbawa kung ikaw ay gusto mong mag-request ng ganito ganyan, kung halimbawa nasa isang organization ka na, kailangan dumaan ka muna sa pinaka-assistant, parang assistant supervisor, department head, ganyan-ganyan, hanggang sa marating siya sa pinakamataas. So meron tayong chain of command. And then, division of labor, nagkaroon na ng pagkakahati-hati pagdating sa trabaho. Kaya nga sa bawat isang organization, lalo na sa mga companies, meron mga different departments. May marketing, human resource, finance, at iba pa. Okay? Then, he also believed that selection should be based on technical qualifications. Officials, managers, appointments should be based on qualifications. Managers should not be owners, and impersonal and uniform rules should be applied. Okay? Karamihan kasi pagdating sa mga businesses, kung sino yung nasa taas, ang feeling nila is hindi na applicable kung ano yung rules sa isang organization or sa isang company. And sabi nga, sa bawat position, meron dapat technical qualifications na kailangan. Okay? Unlike na nangyayari ngayon sa situation ng Pilipinas, sino nilagay sa PhilHealth na wala namang alam pagdating sa health problem ng Pilipinas. Kung sino na lang, di ba? And then, ayun, kailangan may background yung tao or qualified siya for a position na ibibigay mo sa kanya. Sabihin na lang natin na hiring, kunwari ang isang company ng HR manager. Siyempre, ang qualification sa kailangan business ad graduate yan or HR major siya or human resource major ang tinapos niya. Okay? Or business course yung tinake niya. Okay? Para maging qualified siya dun sa position na bakante or na ina-applyan or na ibibigay mo sa kanya. Alangan naman maglagay ka ng finance graduate dyan sa isang HR vacant position, di ba? So, hindi relevant, hindi siya qualified dun. Hindi niya magagampanan ng maayos yung trabaho na ibibigay mo sa kanya. Okay? And some of Weber's essential elements included division of labor. Parasan to kanina. Okay, so now let's proceed with the behavioral theories. So this is a well-known study which revealed that classical theory is mainly focused on the organization and staff, with the mechanical perspective concentrated on the point of view of human nature, importance of individual attitudes and behaviors, methods for managers to motivate employees for improving productivity. So, ito daw yung Hawthorne Experiment na ito, parang nagbo-boost sa isang employee or sa isang worker yung nagkakaroon ng effect yung attitude and behaviors, lalo na ng mga nakakasama sa trabaho, di ba? So kung mapapansin, meron kung meron man sa inyo dito na nagtatrabaho, may nakaka-experience yan na parang gustong umalis sa trabaho dahil hindi gusto yung ugali ng mga katrabaho. Okay? O kaya naman hindi gusto yung ugali ng boss. So, with that, parang made-demotivate yung isang employee. So, kailangan daw maganda ang attitude or maganda yung pakikitungo ng isang boss or maganda yung relationship between the boss and the employee para they all work in harmony at mas maganda yung takbo ng business, lalo na sa operations ng isang business, okay? So, actually, in my experience, meron akong isang inalisang trabaho na maganda naman yung trabaho, okay naman, walang problema, pero aalisan mo talaga yung trabaho dahil sa ugali ng mga taong nakakasalamuha mo doon sa isang organization. And that is the Hawthorne effect. And then the interpersonal perspective, This was proposed by Maslow and McGregor that provide a basic foundation of the behavioral view on human relations and was further derived from the Hawthorne experimental results showing that productivity of employees is affected by the interaction and affective atmosphere of the management that leads to a better performance. So sabi nga, this interpersonal perspective is derived from Hawthorne experimental results. So medyo relevant ito dun kay sa Hawthorne experiment na kung saan affected ng performance ng isang employee the way na kung ano yung atmosphere sa management or sa kanyang workplace, to be specific, okay? Yung interaction with the other workers and then the way na pine-perform yung trabaho. So, mas maganda yung atmosphere, mas maganda yung performance. Kapag hindi maganda yung atmosphere, hindi maganda yung output or hindi nagiging productive yung isang worker. So, not only doon sa mga nakakasama sa trabaho but also the environment noong workplace mo. Okay? Kapag may magandang workplace ka, syempre mas gaganahan kang magtrabaho. Pero kapag hindi maganda ang workplace, syempre mas mawawalan ka ng ganang magtrabaho at hindi ka magiging productive. Okay? And that is the interpersonal perspective. Next, let's proceed with the quantitative theory. Quantitative theory, unlike scientific management that uses systematic approach in solving management problems, quantitative theory establishes relationships amongst quantifiable variables like financial management, inventory valuation, inventory control, production scheduling, human resource planning, etc. So, quantifiable variables of decision-making situations and facilitates disciplined thinking. Decisions are based on data and logic rather than intuition and judgment. So, in short, yung sinasabi natin dito na quantitative theory, lahat ng decisions are based on data and logic daw. So, may numbers, may basihan, may basis yung pag-decide in terms of management decision making. Okay? Like nangyayari kay ABS. Alam nilang hindi na sila kikita. Kasi nga, nawala na sila sa free TV, nabawasan yung mga sponsors nila. So, makaka-airman sila in cable or via satellite, pero hindi na ganun kalaki yung kikitain nila. So, based on the data na nakikita nila sa magiging operations nila, hindi na nila masusustain lahat ng employees. That's why they retrench employees. Okay? Nagtanggal sila. Kasi based on the data, hindi na nga nila masusustain. So, yung decision nila, nag-base sila sa data gathered nila. Okay? So, yun yung tinatawag natin na quantitative theory. So, we also have the new theories. So, first is the system management theory. System management offers an alternative approach to the planning and management of organization. The systems management theory proposes that businesses, like the human body, consists of multiple components that work harmoniously so that the larger system can function optimally. According to the theory, the success of an organization depends on several key elements: synergy, interdependence, and interrelations between various subsystems. So, di ba nga, sa isang business or sa isang organization, meron yan different departments. Nagkakahati-hati man, pero iisa pa rin ang goal niyan, which is mapatakbo ng maayos yung isang business by proper management. Okay? Na kung sino man yung head ng isang particular business, ang pinaka-president or sa CEO or the COO, under their guidance, mapapatakbo ng maayos through the proper systems management, mapapatakbo ng maayos yung isang business. So, isa nga doon sa sinasabi dyan is yung synergy, interdependence, interrelation between various subsystems. So, kailangan meron pa ring magandang relationship between different departments of a particular business. So sabihin natin na sa isang manufacturing company ka. So si marketing department syempre gagawa ng paraan yan kung paano magkakaroon ng customer na kukuha ng product. Paano makakakuha ng isang customer or ng isang client na mag-a-avail ng product na ino-offer ninyo. So sabihin natin ginawa niya na yung part niya na kumuha ng clients. Ngayon, finorward niya na finorward na niya kay purchasing yung order ng particular client. Then ngayon si purchasing, finorward na to kay production para magawa na yung order ng particular client. After kay production, pinorward niya na kay warehouse. Pagkatapos kay warehouse, binalik na kay marketing para ma-deliver na after kay warehouse, pinorward niya na kay logistics para ma-forward na kay client. Then ngayon ito naman si finance, sila naman yung magbibill or magsisingil doon kay client. So kailangan meron pa ring tawag dito, may connection pa rin bawat department. Kahit na magkakaiba-iba yan, kailangan meron pa ring magandang communication and good relationship bawat department or bawat sinasabi dito na various subsystems in a organization. So kahit magkakaiba yan, kailangan meron pa ring good communication. Okay? And that is the systems management theory. So the other one is the contingency management theory. In contingency management theory, academic industry focuses on the adaptation to the environmental change and believes that there is no universal solution for the management to solve such conditions, since all of the management challenges depends on varying circumstances. It further stresses that the current time would always be a timely situation for the management to handle individual and managerial differences. Okay, so when we say contingency management theory, ito naman is aside from the original plan na kasi 'di ba, you are creating some plans for the management na nakikita ninyo in the future, na it's either a solution or parang advance or ahead na nakikita ninyo na ganito mangyayari soon. So you are creating a contingency plan. But aside from that, sinasabi nga na dito na kung ano man yung makitang problem before, hindi lang naman daw yan, sabi nga, there is no universal solution. So sabi rin dito na ano yan, focuses it further stresses that the current time, so ngayon daw, the current time would always be a timely situation for the management to handle individual and managerial differences. Okay? So aside from taking some plans ahead of time, yung current situation din daw, ito rin yung magiging solution or perfect time para mag-solve ng isang mga problems. Parang in short, bakit mo parang anong tawag doon yung sinasabi nila na paano mo mararating yung future kung yung problem pa lang in actual or sa ngayon is hindi mo na agad ma-solve. So, kailangan mong unahing isolve yung current problem or yung current situation bago yung hinaharap. Okay? So, yun yung tinatawag natin na contingency management theory. And that's all. That's the topic for the remaining topic for the chapter 1.